Hello and welcome to Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business, brought to you by MegaPixx Media. Joining me today is Ernie Tsu, who is president of the Alberta Hospitality Association and owner of Trolley 5 in Calgary. Thanks again for joining us, Ernie.
Thanks for having us as always there, Mario.
Let's talk about the new program that's been put in place in Alberta for restaurants and bars beginning on Monday. You've had 2 days now with this introduction of this program, when it comes to vaccines and proof of and verification of vaccines. Can you explain how that's been going and what you've been hearing from your members right now?
Well, what I've been hearing from my members right now is we're hoping that all Albertans understand that at the end of the day, this is a mandate by the government in order for restaurants to stay open. Yes, the restaurants have a choice to take part of the program or not, but if they don't take part of the program, then they are patio service only with restrictions, 6 feet across tables, etc. So it essentially closes them.
So tell me from a practicality point of view, how it's worked out, and maybe you can use your place as an example. What did you need to do to, comply with what's going on?
We're just gonna have to make sure that we're matching IDs at the door to the proof of vaccination or the proof of a negative test within the last 72 hours. We just finished meeting with government shortly ago today on what exactly the medical exemptions are gonna look like. That could be given out, and those details are now going to be shared by the government line by line.
So tell me in terms of, for your, say, any kind of establishment, will there almost be a need to hire somebody, or move somebody specifically into that role at the front door to make sure that everybody before they come in have all their papers in order?
Yeah, it's going to take some extra staffing for sure across the province. Two components. Number one, we don't want any of our younger female staff to try to deal with what might be a hostile guest. For the most part, we hope that the messaging is out there that this is a mandate by the government in order for restaurants to stay open. It's either be a part of this program or close the doors. And right now, restaurants can't afford to do that again, for a fifth time.
So do you are providing training to staff, or is the industry providing training to their staff for this?
So it's up to each individual owner to go to the front door with the staff and show them what the exemption should look like in regards to a proof of vaccination or negative COVID test in the last 72 hours. From there to allow seating indoor or outdoor. And that's another piece, is that there's a misconception that unvaccinated guests are allowed to sit outdoors without proof of a negative test. And we just got confirmation from the government that that is untrue, that if we are part of the REP program, that everybody has to be following those rules of either showing proof of vaccination or a negative test, whether they are indoors or outdoors.
Okay, and what about these 2 days that you've had this in place? Have you had any incidents at the door with people getting a little ticked off that they have to do this and were turned away?
We've had minor incidents, nothing too major here. The unfortunate part is we have had some feedback from other jurisdictions of guests driving by, trying to throw rocks at windows or what have you. And again, we just have to understand that this is a mandate by the government. I mean, if you have an issue with this mandate, you need to contact your MLA. If you want to protest, we encourage that, but protest the government buildings, not outside a small business.
Yeah, it just seems it's a tough thing for the restaurant industry. It's almost like constantly things are changing for you guys, right?
It's a no-win situation, and that's the other thing. These are the restaurants that have always given to the local charities or to the local sporting associations. You have your sons or daughters hockey or basketball association that needs a donation for the silent auction, and restaurants are always there for you. And now it's we have a small group of the community that feels like it's restaurants that have put this mandate forward. And again, this is instigated by the government in order for us to stay open. And that's where we need that understanding. The restaurants are just starting to climb out of the debt from the last 19 months. It's going to take us 2 years to even recover, to get back to even. And now we're, being set, 3 feet back again, 3 steps back.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks, Ernie, for joining us again today.
Cheers. Thank you, Mario.
All right. That was Ernie Tsu, president of the Alberta Hospitality Association and owner of Trolley 5 in Calgary. This has been Business Insider with Mario Toneguzzi on YYC Business, brought to you by MegaPixx Media. Thanks for joining us.